Very good, very good.
Hello. Hi, I'm Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Lovely to meet you.
Hi, Scott.
Scott, lovely to
Scott,
meet you.
I'm Lloyd.
Hey,
Good to see
meeting you again.
How are you?
Great.
They're both residents of my area.
Oh, okay. Good to meet you.
And Scott is a golf pro.
Oh, see, I might need to talk to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think get rid of some of the stress out of the golf course.
Exactly. Did I detect an English accent?
Yes, I'm from Surrey.
Oh,
originally.
okay.
Yeah. Where are you from?
So I was born and brought up in Shropshire.
Right.
But I've been in London since university. I stayed on in London.
Right.
Yeah, how long have you been in Angola?
I've been here 11 years now.
Okay,
Yes.
wow.
Yeah. Long
What made you move over?
For work.
Okay.
So I was living in St Lucia before here
Right,
and then
okay.
came out to Angola. But I love
Okay.
Angola, so I stayed.
Okay. Good with it. I'm in your hands.
Good, by all means. So Lloyd will follow us,
Okay.
and again, as we go along, I'll explain a bit of what we're going into.
Yeah, no, that'd be
The
great.
whole community is looking forward to meeting up with you.
Do you know what? It's been the best thing to do because I found every district has its own personality
Right.
and different, and it's been really nice to just meet everyone and get
Yes.
to understand each of the districts. So looking forward to it.
Right?
Great,
Sure.
you're coming in with me, aren't
Yes,
you?
I am.
You're coming around
Yes.
with us.
We're not. Yeah, lovely
Do
to
a
meet
wave.
you.
Okay, I'll see you around.
All right, yes,
See you around.
definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
There is a golf lesson.
That's right.
Take care. Bye.
So folks, we will be following the governor as she tour the western districts. So bear with me. It's a big area, so we will be driving in yes, in individual vehicles. Yeah, we met at the entrance of Cuisinart Golf Resort and Spa. I don't think that's the full name of it, but I'll show you the name nevertheless. But we are in Cuisinart area. It's residence and resort and residence by Cuisinart. Okay, so we're heading west to visit some more of the constituents of District 7. The representative is the Honorable Corrigan, and we are here with the governor, who her policy is that she need to meet and greet all of the districts and their representatives. So even though the government is the APM, she's meeting with each representative, each political representative of each district. For example, she met with Dr. Lorenza Webster in District 1. She met with Cora Richardson Hodge in District 2. She met with McNeil Connor in District 3. She met with Deanne Kentish in District 4. She met with Merrick Richardson in District 5. She met with Hayden Hughes in District 6. She also met, is now meeting with Corrigan Connor in District 7. And each representative took them around the village, the constituents that they are in, are representing, and introduced them to what is happening, to some of the people, some of the sites that are there. And we are now going by Chris Cutler's boatyard. So Chris Cutler's boatyard is here, but I think we're gonna go around. To the boatyard and meet with some of the staff. We know that this is a huge boatyard that we have here in Anguilla. You know that in the Bible, Noah built the ark on a hill.
Yes.
Well, here in Anguilla, we build them on a hill, but we don't wait for the water to rise. We take them down to the water. Yes.
I like it. Thank you, Lloyd.
This way, yeah.
Go cameras, Lloyd, go!
Hey, Chris, hush your mouth. Hush your mouth.
Excellency, please sit down. Chris Catlin. Welcome to Angola.
Thank you very much. How are you?
Trying to survive.
Yes, yes.
It's rough.
Yes, it's rough.
A lot of hurt in Angola. I mean, all over the world, but when the outer world sneezes, you know, we feel it, as you can see. There's millions of dollars investment here tied up.
Can I see Timothy Ryan? Before like,
well, before the pandemic, all of these boats have been in the water and they probably would be running. This time of the year, everything through the school. Sometimes you pull up to 200 boats going in. All the bigger ones are out of the water because there's basically no load. And they're closed up. Some of them are air conditioned, so that's not good for the COVID. So we're just running the smaller ones. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each one of these big ones is 3 crew members. So this alone here is 12 men unemployed. We had 48 workers before COVID came, and now we're down to about 19.
Gosh, that's incredibly hard.
Yes, it's hard. It's hard on the people, you know. It's hard.
I think it's interesting because I think coming here from the UK where it's very tangible, everyone's in lockdown, everyone's got masks on, you can't see anyone, whereas here everyone's socialising in a way, and in one sense they've got back to work, but actually there is absolute loss and hardship and financial distress. There is very present and very real now.
You wouldn't know it because Angolians are very proud people. We don't like to show our shortfalls, but we're hurting. I mean, like the major hotels, Four Seasons, I think, has gone from 600 permanent employees to 150. It's a lot of people unemployed.
This is a very sad picture, actually.
It's a very sad picture. It's a very expensive picture because they still have to be insured.
Yes. And how does the maintenance then work with it? You have to just maintain.
Well, we also have a full-time maintenance team, which has been busy since the pandemic because we're taking advantage of the downtime to do maintenance that we've never had time to do as deep before. That also generates work for my guys.
Yes, okay.
Because that is a skill that I've built up over the years. That is, I have very good men that work for me many years. So, but it's only so much we can, how far we can go, you know.
And how long have you lived in Angola, Chris?
40 odd years.
40 odd years.
I was about to say that he lost his British accent.
Are you from England?
Yes, I was born in the UK but came here, baby.
Oh, I see. Whereabouts in England are you from?
Never been back to England.
Yeah.
So I was born, and my passport says Amersham, Buckinghamshire.
Okay, I know.
Amersham, part of the world. Yeah. When I came to Angola, he was barefooted and walking around. You know,
I'm the youngest of 3 kids. Both parents died here.
Oh, okay. So your family came over and you came over.
Yes.
Okay.
So I remember when the tourism in Angola was basically the Rendezvous Bay Hotel.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Gums. I can remember when Maliahana started. I can remember where the property where Four Seasons was Kokoloba. Where that started. I can remember when there was just a few buildings unfinished at Cap Juluka.
Gosh. Yeah.
So I've seen Angola evolve.
Change, haven't you, and evolve? Yeah.
So I hear the vaccine is coming tomorrow.
It is coming tomorrow. I think all the elected representatives and other people and myself, we're all getting vaccinated, I think, on Friday. I think it starts properly on Monday. But yes, tomorrow is vaccination arrival day, which I think is a key step. But I know the Ministry of Health in particular and the Premier have been really just trying to get the factual information out, and I think there's a lot of
skepticism.
I think
I've signed up because I want to encourage my staff to take it because they're frontline, they're dealing with guests, and I don't expect my staff to do something that I'm not going to do myself. So I'm going to take it first, you know, to try and encourage. But that's.
Did you have questions around it though, in terms of science?
No, I follow a lot of news. You know, what other choice do we have?
Exactly. Mike, to be honest, from going around the different districts, and it's come up because it's obviously a hot topic, I think a lot of people seem open-minded to it, but they want to wait and
yes,
see.
yes, I
And
hear that. I
think-
hear that a lot. A lot of my guys say, okay, well, you take it first,
Yeah.
and then we'll see afterwards. I think it will gather momentum.
I think it will. I think the only difficulty is we get this batch, and then we have to get in the queue to get the next. And so if they're waiting and seeing, there's a window, isn't there, of opportunity, and it's like kind of.
And it's very precious stuff.
And it's precious
you only
stuff.
have to look at the news, and you can see how precious
We're in
it
a
is.
very good position. We're in a very blessed position actually.
We are.
That we've
And,
got
I think we've been very insulated because our health team has been doing such a good job.
Such a good job.
I mean,
yeah.
former government, this government, all the health protocols. We've had no community spread. Probably most of the cases that have arrived to Anguilla have come on fun-time boats.
Yeah.
Yes, probably
Yeah.
we probably brought in 80% of the cases,
Gosh,
and
yeah.
we'd always get a call from the Ministry of Health, so I would be able to advise the crew, and we always told that as long as
Were your crew safe in that though? Did
yes,
anyone?
as long as
okay,
we
that's
follow,
good. You
wear
followed the
masks and we have all the
protocols.
procedures.
Yeah.
In fact,
okay.
I think my boat brought over the first case then,
Okay. Yeah.
back before the lockdown.
Yeah.
But we're all used to being safe,
Yes.
but at the end of the day, where is the money going to come from?
Exactly.
It's-
Yeah.
it's-
I think that's the thing. When you're in that sort of paralysed state, you'll just take the vaccine. Whereas here, it's hard. I'm still going about. I'm still seeing people. They're doing a good service in the health department. So I think it's just reading the information and making
But they
a
are.
really
They are. I mean, to
informed
give
choice.
credit to
Yeah.
them. A
They've
lot
done
of
an
people don't. A lot
excellent
of people
job.
don't recognize what you have,
No.
but the health have done a tremendous
Oh,
job.
it's incredible.
Because we were getting a few cases that they were picking up at the port, and then the chief medical officer changed the test types,
Yeah.
and I think we've only had one since
Yeah.
then.
Or a couple of
Yeah,
most,
yeah, a couple at the most.
I have been incredible.
know.
It's such a tight
No,
regime.
it's absolutely
It is, on point.
solid.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But it's not sustainable.
Nowhere
You
in the
know.
world is sustainable.
No, yeah.
So
anyway.
if you're going to get, how many doses will we get the
I
first
think
batch?
we're getting, I think it's up to 8,000 I think that we're getting,
8,000.
yeah.
And
That's
there was
the
a
ballpark.
2-dose vaccine.
It's a 2-dose vaccine, so the next lot will come at the end of February. But it also depends on take-up, because if they think we're wasting any, they'll adjust it according to take-up. So that's why it's so, everyone who's saying, well, I'll think about it, it's just, well, read the information, really make sure you know what you're saying no to. And you're making an informed choice. But I'm hoping also when they see people they know getting vaccinated and that they're okay, I think that might help give a sort of confidence that it is okay to do it. And
How many people have been vaccinated with the AstraZeneca in the UK?
off the top of my head, I don't know. I have to confess.
That is the one that we're getting, right?
Yeah, we're getting AstraZeneca, and only because it's the only one that doesn't require extreme.
Refrigeration.
But there was some good news this
Yeah.
morning
Yeah.
about
Oh, and
AstraZeneca.
the testing regime.
Yes, some
yeah.
very positive news that Anguillians should know about, because in terms of the efficacy and in terms of being sick or going in a hospital, it is superb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Chris, I know you got lots of questions to ask, but
No, I
today
know you
I've
got a tight schedule.
got a tight
Can I
schedule.
say
Yes.
hi to your team
Yes,
quickly?
yes,
Would
yes,
that be
yeah,
okay?
yeah. Most of these guys have worked with me 10 years. One's worked with me almost 20 years. Ricardo, where you going? Come.
Can I say hello?
Come, Victor. Forward. Okay. That's the boss there.
Oh, hi. How are you? I won't come up.
We call him the doctor. He operates. This boat is 11 years old. So
It's 11 years old.
we're taking out. This is fiberglass and wood, so we're taking out the bad spots. Like I said, we're doing maintenance that we usually
How long
wouldn't
would it
have.
take to do a full refurb then?
The way we do it, because when we refurb, we rewire,
Yeah.
repaint
You
everything.
do the full, yeah.
Like we have nothing else doing right now, we probably
Yeah.
can do this in 6 months.
Okay, wow.
6 months?
That's
Yeah.
a lot.
As long as that.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're in high season and we're doing other jobs, there might be emergencies. It could take take a year.
Gosh, that's good. There's a lot of work that has to go
Anguilla
into
has a
it.
lot of talent.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
hidden talent.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it, but that gentleman that I just showed you,
Yeah.
this is the boss.
Yeah.
I mean, this boat here and
Yeah.
the one in the back, he actually literally cut those boats in half and extended them to
Gosh.
remodify for the engine that we use for the work.
Gosh.
This is the chief mechanic.
Hello.
He's your right hand man, right?
That's my right hand man. They call him my adopted son.
How are you? Oh,
Bring my bag, my bag, my bag. my bag. Yeah, yeah, quickly. All right, Chris. I went too far from the Wi-Fi.
I know. Just going to show you a project that we came up with, the Wells Project. That is a well that was dug back in 1926. So because water without systems, running water,
Yes, folks, sorry about that. Just now I was too far away from the Wi-Fi. As you know, we are live. So we are following the governor and the district representative, Corrigan Connor. We've just been in Chris Cutler's boatyard. We're going to another historic site. Okay, I think we're gonna head to the school before school closes for the afternoon. So we are traveling down the West End Road, and we are going to Alvin Allison Primary School. In front of us we have the governor, and we have Corrigan Connor. Corrigan Connor is the District 7 representative. Past Epic Foods. We have Best Buy Supermarkets West, and we have Best Buy Supermarket East. But we're heading to the West End Primary School, Alvin Allison. We have the Methodist Church here in West End. As you can see, there are school children already waiting to greet the governor.
apparently she has restrictions on filming with the children without parental.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can be at a distance.
Yeah.
Yes, folks, the governor is now meeting with representatives from the Alvin Allison Richardson Primary School, also with the district representative, the Honorable Corrigan. Due to the fact that there wasn't any consent forms for parents, from parents for the children to be on camera, we are unable to do any close-ups of the children being greeted by the governor. She's now meeting with some of the staff members. A quick tour of the school. So this is what Alvin Allison's primary school looks like. This is in the courtyard of the school itself. Yes, it is. I think it's the nicest school on the island. All of the classes have air conditioning in them. It's a smaller school. The classes have less children than any of the other schools on the island. You okay? I don't know if you all remember this person here, but this guy, Alex Richardson, he's the one who penned our national song, God Bless Anguilla. And as we can see in here, the children are in their IT classes. And as I said, all of the classes have air conditioning in them. I was at another school earlier today, and I was in their IT class. It was kind of warm because of the fact of air conditioning. Hi Pat, how are you? Good, good. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna wait until they finish touring the school, and as you can see, our national dish is rice and peas and fish. Our national sport is boat racing. We have our national colors and our national animal, which is the ground lizard. So the orange, these colors are used in the three dolphins flag of the Anguilla Revolution and are found today in many government emblems on the national flag and the traditional and contemporary national wear. The orange represents our sunshine and orange is symbolic of strength and endurance. The white represents our beaches and also signifies safety, purity, cleanliness, and a successful beginning. The turquoise represents our skies and seas. Additionally, turquoise is known to represent our communication and clarity of thought. So the ground lizard folks, we all grew up with this in the yard, sometimes being disgusting, digging the holes in the yard. You throw the food, you scratch it up fast. Yes, so we are waiting the rest to come back. Hiya. All right. And they do cater, they do have a good program for special needs children. There's a vehicle that they use to transport these children who need special transportation. And I will show you that just now. These lantanas, aren't they beautiful? With this Dracena. So you have a mixture of Dracena, Marginata, and lantanas. Strikingly beautiful. So here, there's a special vehicle. This was donated to this school a couple years ago. I think Banky Banks. He was part of the drive to getting this special vehicle for the children. You say? All right. And it's used throughout the island for transporting the special needs children. And as you can see, this is for those who are using wheelchairs. How are you? Great, great. Yes, folks, so we're on a tour. This is the last district that the governor is going to familiarize herself with Anguilla on her first week here. She got out of quarantine last Friday and immediately decided upon that to go around and familiarize herself, introduce herself to Anguilla and hear what they're saying, see what they're doing, and to make her plans known, to understand what we are doing, what our needs are. And today is the last day of the district touring, and we are in West End. Right now we are at Alvin Allison Primary School, where she's meeting with the teachers and some of the students. And again, because there weren't any consent forms signed by the parents, the children are not allowed to be on camera. So that's why we're out here waiting until they return, and we will go forward after this. Alright, sir. As I made mention, this is a special vehicle for special needs children who uses wheelchairs and other difficulties. This here was a donation to the education department. I know Banky Banks, he was part of one of those persons who played an integral role in getting this vehicle for this purpose. So the Alvin Allison Primary School is where the Governor and the Honorable Representative Corrigan Connor are at the moment. As I made mention earlier, this school is fully air conditioned, and you know, it makes it much easier for the children, because you know, when it's hot, it have difficulties in learning because the heat is frustrating, whereas here that's not a challenge. As you can see, for example, this little one is being lifted into the vehicle now. As I said, this is a special vehicle that is equipped to take care of children who are in wheelchairs. He's being strapped in properly, and that's the way to do it. All right. As I said, because the children does not have a consent form to be on camera, we are not allowed to show the children on camera. So we are trying to avoid having contact with the children thus far. How you doing? We have the governor, the newly installed governor of Anguilla. She's touring all the districts, and she's touring this district now. She's in the school with the children, and so we are live. We're going around meeting different people, seeing different sites with her.
That's a good thing, though.
Yeah, she started in District 1, she's now in District 7.
She's new here?
Yes. She got out of quarantine last Friday.
Okay. What's her name?
Delaney.
Delaney?
Yeah. And that's, yeah.
Is this going to be here like for 2 years or that's
In the first case, maybe 2 years or more, 3 years or more. And yeah.
It's a good place now to be, I think, for 2-3 years.
Yes. Especially now.
Exactly.
And the AstraZeneca vaccine is arriving tomorrow. And hopefully by Monday, it will start being given out to the medical staff first, frontline workers, essential workers, and then the rest of the thing. And we're trying to encourage as much people as possible to take the vaccine, because if we get herd immunity, we can open the island.
Yeah, get some more people.
You know, and in terms of the quarantine, we can get done away with quarantine because we have established herd immunity, but we're trying as much as possible to get encourage people to, because there's always what if,
sure.
And then
so it's not mandatory, it's not mandatory,
no.
But you encourage everybody to take it.
Yes, the government yesterday said that if any establishment is forcing you to take the vaccine, let them know, because it's wrong. It's voluntary, but
we encourage people.
Yes, as much as we can.
Okay. You ready to go? Good luck, huh?
Thank you. Yes, folks, so we are looking at some bougainvilleas here. Beautiful colors. Just trying to do some time. And then we have sisal. Back in the day, we had a sisal plantation here in Lower South Hill. This sisal was harvested and shipped to England to manufacture rope, to make ropes, rugs, mats, bags. This sisal. But what we used it for, we scrape the leaf, and we get the fiber. But what we use this for as children, we use this as material for making kites. It has a long stalk that comes up, and we use that for the ribs of making a kite. Also too, back then they used to use this in folk dancing. Folkloric is the pole dancing, where they would call plaiting the pole. Sometimes they use this pole for plaiting the pole in a special dance that they would use, with strings attached at the top, and a number of dancers would be going through each other in circles and coloring the pole itself with different cloths, and it made a beautiful pattern. And it was called, hi, how are you doing? Good. Miss my songstress. So this here is, as I said, the economic value of this was for rugs, mats, bags, and the main thing was rope. But here locally we use this for thing. Cardi, we gonna go at Clyde one time? Yeah. And then by Clyde?
Captain Luca, 4 Seasons at Clyde.
Okay, well I hope those guys are watching and waiting and understanding.
Right.
We going Babs? No, I won't. That's my grandson there. Okay, folks, so we have the Arts and Crafts Center.
This, we opened this last year,
Okay.
and the art is all Angolan made.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know the art.
So and is it basically a shop that...
Yeah.
Hello. Thank you.
Corrigan.
Hi, lovely to meet you. Great to meet you. This is beautiful.
Yeah, lots of the carvings there and stuff.
And so how many craftsmen or women
Altogether,
yeah, contribute here?
we have over 40 so far.
Oh gosh, and growing.
Yes.
I imagine. And have you seen more people in terms of creativity and production over COVID times, or?
Yes, it
Yeah,
has
it's
increased
helped,
since
yeah.
COVID.
It's sort of like a cottage industry.
Yes.
Yeah. Gosh, this stuff is beautiful. And who are your main people who come here in terms of
We have both locals and
locals and
tourists.
tourists? Yeah. Very pretty. I'm a shopper, so
So,
quite
Shop
interesting.
away.
so local brooms.
Yeah.
In fact, I think one of your uncles, are these?
Yes, Uncle Rufus.
Okay.
Uncle Rufus would have made those rooms.
Oh, the brooms, yeah. I
The
see.
thatch is grown locally, and of course the sticks here.
These are lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's a box.
Oh,
Is
it's
that
a box.
damaged?
That's
No.
the jewellery. These are jewellery.
Yes,
yeah.
jewelry boxes, mahogany.
Gosh.
And it's from the conch
Yeah, the
shells.
conch shells are pink. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some soaps and paintings.
You have local soaps.
Yes.
Oh, these are from local artists.
Yes.
Oh. What a lovely shop.
And also you're doing some
Yeah.
work with it.
So we do classes in here, so this is like a
Yeah.
teaching room. Okay. Do you do paint classes or?
Yes, we
Yeah.
have art
Paint
classes. The center manager from here, Mandy Cottage, she does the classes.
Oh, okay,
She's
great.
currently on leave.
Okay. Well, no, this is a lovely room though for learning with all the natural light as well.
And the breeze,
And
natural
the breeze,
breeze.
yeah, yeah. Oh, great, Scott.
Good. So thank you for your time.
Thank you. It's really good
Yeah.
to meet you.
You are,
Thank
sir.
you.
Good.
Thank you.
So where we after now?
We're going to quickly go to Capsuluca.
Okay.
From there, we'll have a quick go quickly to Four Seasons for 5 minutes. And then meet Frederick and Ladian.
Mm-hmm.
Fly. Mangoes.
You just want to give Clyde a call.
Yeah.
If you want to call me Stella, that's fine.
Alright folks, so as you heard it, we're going to Capjaluca. Thanks. We're going to Capjaluca now, and
Yes, man.
okay. So the entrance to Capjaluca Road to there is right here.
have Sharifa Luxury Villas and Suites, locally owned, exclusively built. In the foreground, that's another locally business under construction. Okay folks, so we're on our way. We're at Cap Juluca. I think it's one of the most majestical views on the island. Okay. The iconic Cap Juluca. This hotel has won many awards, being #1 in the Caribbean for a number of years. Oh boy. In the past few years, some recent development has taken place. Yes. Carter, we've walked these steps many moons.
Many times. Yeah, both why did I work here?
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Number of years. And it became very personal to all of us. And for the last, in fact, in 2017, Belmont purchased Cap Juluca from.
Oh, it wasn't like someone.
No.
Oh, that's different, Carter, up top.
Yeah. Wow.
You can look around a little. I'm getting to come up here to you, okay?
Okay.
Very much.
Yes, folks, we are here at Cap Juluca. I went away too far from the Wi-Fi again and lost signal. Thank you, sir. Okay, we are here to meet. Bully.
Hey.
All right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good.
How are you? Are you? Good?
Welcome back to
Back home.
All right.
Wow. Guys, thanks for doing it like this. Casa? Boy.
Right back number 3. Glenn Van, I got some links for heat back number 3.
Bully, just what happened with
It's very nice to be
I
here.
want me from the camera?
Especially after
No.
and also we've not been able to travel since March last year, so it was nice getting on a plane, I have to say, in that way. But yeah.
And
cold out there, I imagine.
Pretty cold out there, pretty harsh conditions out there at the marina. So Anguilla's done incredibly well, I think, in terms of managing COVID. And I mean, I know you've been feeling it and the effects here in terms of tourism, but in terms of public health, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Are you all settled already?
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Getting there. It's busy but good. That's okay.
Family coming?
No, just me.
Just okay.
Just me. Yeah.
You need to visit family then in the UK.
Yes, and they'll need to come out here. So I have a full list of people ready to
I'm sure we have a lot of people signed up.
Yeah, they're all signed up. So I don't think I'll be short of visitors coming and seeing everything. How long have you all been here then?
Captain Luca?
Yeah.
How long, Cap?
How long is Captain?
Captain Luca has been here 33 years, but Belmont has been here for 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since 27, after Hurricane Irma, no, before Hurricane Irma.
Yeah.
Just some Jalukas up to 30, some 31 years, and some other
Okay. So
1 year.
history
Yeah,
here
yeah,
as well.
yeah, a lot of it. And Candy is a Jaluka.
I know, he said he's alumni.
Ah, yay!
I had how many? 23.
Yeah.
23 years.
So there you go. It's in our heart.
Yeah.
Captain Luke is in the heart of Louisville, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, if you've got a spot like this, how does it not be?
Yeah, but it's the people who makes the difference.
It definitely does.
Yeah. So here you have all of our management team.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All of our leaders
Yeah.
from the different
How big
departments.
is your team?
260.
260. Okay. Yeah.
Now, even now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's incredible.
And here all the leaders. Okay. Oh, there's a photo, of course.
Take a picture. Okay.
On the guys that come next to me. Thank you.
No, come here. Come here.
Everyone back has a good smile.
Smile for everyone. Smile for everyone.
Caribbean in the water.
Thank you very much for taking
Thank you.
time out.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hey.
Thank you. Well, thank you. I'm sure you've got a busy agenda of passing my.
Well, I just think it's important to understand the island, to meet all the different communities. That's what makes the island as well. So,
Right. So what's next now on the agenda?
yeah, I'm in a wonderful elected representative's house.
There you go.
Very good.
I just asked to get my business cards so I can give you my contact, or do you have already the email?
I have. Yeah, I could pass that on.
And then I'll send you an email.
Of course. Okay, really
Yeah,
good to
thank
meet
you. What a pleasure.
Take care. Have
Thank
a
you
good
so much.
rest of the day.
Cheers,
Bye.
everybody. Cheers. Thank you.
Okay. Now, you reached just in time.
Huh? Well, I was there parked up it.
Oh. Okay, folks. We're continuing on our tour. Four seasons. Alright folks, so we've just left Cap Juluca, crossing a little bridge just about now. You can see Sharifa villas, luxury villas in the background, in the foreground.
very beautifully built villas. So stay with us, tell somebody, because they'll get a little view of what Four Seasons looks like. Okay? If you want to see what Four Seasons look like, stay with us. So just a while ago we visited Cap Juluca, and we were greeted by the entire management team and the general manager, the resident manager, among other managers. We're about now to enter the entrance of Four Seasons. So we are now officially entering Four Seasons Resort. They're going through their normal procedure of doing temperature checks of persons coming on property. That was just done by security. Hey, sir. Okay. I just had my temperature checked also. So this is Four Seasons. Okay, just one moment. Nat, how are you, sir? You have a mask?
Hello. Great.
Very good. So, come on in, Governor. We'll show you the resort. Billy, our resort.
Close, how are you?
It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's really good to meet you. How are you?
Thank you so much. Welcome to Four Seasons.
Billy, how are you doing?
Busy day.
Love it.
To be honest, it started busy before I got on the plane to come here, but it's good because you just look at the views and then you're just, it brings a calmness.
It does. And it's truly,
Yeah.
even right now, I'm closing the Oasis.
It's a beautiful island, isn't it? It's really, and just very unspoiled.
Unspoiled.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah.
the whole Chronicles are going on right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, please, can I just take a...
Of course.
Do you mind being in a photo?
No, come here because you don't want too much backlight.
Okay.
Not too much backlight.
There's fine, right here.
Right here?
Here.
Governor. Come on, Billy. Mr. Hodge.
Yes,
The bottle. The bottle. The bottle.
Wow.
Oh, can you shake the... With his hand, can you shake the...
Oh, shake your hand? Sure. Sure.
This Spanish, this Spanish, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Matt.
So please, let's show you. Let's show
See
you.
the beautiful views that you have here.
Yes. So, is this,
tell-
excuse my ignorance, but is this
Yeah.
the first time you're in the boat?
Yeah, first time I've been to, in terms of the Caribbean, I've only been to the Bahamas.
Okay.
So,
My wife's from
yeah.
the Bahamas, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she was born in Nassau.
Yeah.
So that's why it's great for us to be here. So a little bit of a homecoming for her to be in the islands,
Yeah,
right?
wonderful, yeah. But, so my family, I was born and brought up in England, but my family are from Sri Lanka, so
lovely.
we've tended to go that
To
way
that part
on
of the world.
trips,
Right.
sort of via Sri Lanka to sort of see
Right.
family as well, yeah.
Well, this is pretty much the crown jewel right here of the resort is
Look at that.
Sunset Bar,
Yeah.
which pre-COVID,
Yeah.
Mario will tell you, it was really the place.
Yeah.
It was the
yeah.
place. I mean, we would have
Sunset on that side?
sunset straight
there.
right there. We have live music
Oh, nice.
in pre-COVID, 7 nights a week,
Yeah,
and it was just really the place.
yeah, yeah.
Now we're just looking at obviously the bubble guests.
Okay, yeah. How many bubble guests do you get?
So from other properties, you'll probably get what, 1 or 2 tables
Yeah.
a night. Not
maybe
much.
4 or 5 at the most.
Yeah.
And then in terms of where they're coming from, where are they, where is it in terms of...
We'll probably get 1 or 2 from Captain Luca.
Oh no, I mean in terms of coming to Anguilla, where are they?
US mostly.
US.
Yeah, US mostly. I mean, right now with the restrictions, I think it's too
yeah.
hard to come from Europe,
It is, yeah.
especially the UK, obviously. So no, mostly from the US for sure.
Yeah.
And our guests, I will tell you, are probably 90%
Yeah,
that New York tri-state area,
okay, yeah.
for sure. Yeah, we'll
I
get
think, because I think a lot, in some ways, the way the Ministry of Health has worked in doing the restrictions has been excellent,
I agree.
and you've been able to get this bubble where people can actually be outside of their hotel
Yeah.
room, which is precious when
It truly
you're
is.
thinking actually if people want to be out, they want to do that. They don't actually mind being in a resort in that sense if
It
they know
truly
they
is.
can move out. But I guess in London you just can't get on the plane.
And that's the thing. And I think once you get here, I mean, well,
Yeah.
it's the feedback we constantly hear.
Yeah.
Once you get here and you get through
Yeah.
the cumbersome process of it is to get in,
It's worth it.
it's
yeah.
an oasis.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a family that's still here since Christmas.
Gosh,
They have not left because they say, why go back?
yeah.
So even when you get through that 14-day quarantine
Yeah.
and you experience the island to its best,
Yeah.
it truly is fantastic.
And how have your staff felt in terms of having to work in the bubble? Have they felt safe? And you clearly have clear procedures in place, but how has that impacted them?
I think by and large, for the first week, they were a little, wanted to see how it was
Hesitant, yeah,
going,
of course,
right?
yeah.
And then once they understood what we do here, which is the protocol that Four Seasons has, is called Lead with Care.
Yeah.
And so when they go through the training, they learn what we need to do here. I think that made them a lot more
Yeah.
comfortable
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the feedback we've gotten is from people who came during Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
which is right after we opened,
Yeah.
to where they are now.
Yeah.
They've obviously felt a lot more comfortable. They realize that the procedures we're doing
Yeah.
are there for a reason, that the things the Ministry of Health has done
Yeah.
are there for a reason, and it's working well.
And in terms of the vaccine, do you see So I've been going around.
Yeah.
It's been the hot topic, to
So
be honest.
it's so
It is here too.
Which is right.
So-
It's right, and it has to be.
It's so
And what I'm finding is, actually, in a good way, I think people are mostly in a sort of space where they're open to it,
Yeah.
but they want to wait and see.
Yeah.
What is it like? It's your front line in
Yeah,
terms
for
of
sure.
your, and it's critical
For sure.
in
So-
terms of restart.
So we had the Ministry of Health here,
Yeah.
representative on Monday,
Okay. Yeah.
and they did a really good information session for us, for our
Great.
management team.
Yeah.
And now Billy and I have done what we call a road show
Yeah.
the last 24 hours
Yeah.
and gone to every department's per shift,
Yeah.
talking to the staff,
Yeah.
carry on the message. And we've had some really good feedback.
Yeah, good questions and
Yeah,
feedback.
good
Yeah.
questions.
A lot of people were like, "Oh, I'm going to think about that
Yeah,
now a bit
yeah.
more." Yeah.
I think they're just craving the information.
Yeah, I think so.
And once they understand more about it, and truthfully, I think the connection that the government did last week in connecting it with the economy
Yeah.
and connecting it with the fact that it's a gift
Yeah.
that we
it
have it
really
now
is, yeah.
is helped.
I think so. I think for me, the critical thing from my perspective is people understand what they're signing up to and what they're not signing up to.
Yeah.
Like, do you really understand if you're saying no? Because there's a lot of information to consume all over the place, but are you reading that factual information and knowing what you're saying no to and missing out on, and the impact that will
Right.
have on your options? Because I think it goes back to that education
Yeah,
and making
absolutely.
those links. Because even if you think, well, I'm old now, it's not going to come near me, I'm going to sit at home, but you think, well, you want your grandchildren to come and see you.
Sure.
You know, you want, people are moving, and I think just getting that connection out is
Absolutely.
important.
And the fact that I think the way you say it, we are the front line here right
Yeah,
now,
you
right?
really are.
We really are in
Yeah.
hospitality here.
Yeah.
So to be able to feel comfortable that when you go to your families, you go
Yeah,
home,
yeah.
that you feel safe.
Yes.
No
yes.
matter how many procedures
And
we
that
go
you're
through.
not harming them either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's the key.
Yeah. Oh no,
Absolutely.
that's great. It sounds like you're doing great work. on that.
Yeah, we're continuing.
Yeah,
It's
no,
a
I think
continued
it's
effort.
I think it has to be, but I think the other thing is we're in a really sort of good position where we're able to get the vaccines now. We're not in a position where they're necessarily going to keep coming.
Exactly.
Right. So there is a time criticality in a window to be able to utilise it, and I think that's difficult because when you're having to make a hard choice, feeling rushed into it, people kind of step back,
Absolutely.
don't they? And I think that's where you're trying to give the comfort through the actual.
Yeah, and we've been repeating that message of, again, it's a gift, and the fact that we're getting these 8,000 doses now does not mean that you can sit back and wait for 6 months.
No,
Now's the opportunity.
everywhere else is hammering.
Yeah, we gave the example of how many countries in the EU
Yeah.
are begging for it,
Yeah.
and the lines that we see on TV in the US.
Yeah. So,
Absolutely.
okay.
Let's keep walking a little bit so you can see a little
I'm
bit.
getting real unpopular.
I know. Let's. You want to just walk around and then we'll
We've
go
got
back.
to go to a few other places
Okay.
and get to
We'll
the
walk
school.
around
I'll
and show you
come back.
stuff.
Don't worry, I'll be coming back.
It's only 35 acres. It won't take long.
There are other people waiting too.
All right. Well, I'll walk with you. We'll walk back out.
Just go over there.
You want to go over there to the chairs?
Yeah. So she can see the beach itself, and it's a broad area.
So, quickly, Governor, the unique thing that we have
Yeah.
is that it's 188 rooms,
Yeah.
but 31 are these 4 and 5 bedroom villas.
Oh, along the beach.
Correct.
Oh, beautiful.
That
Okay.
in our
That's
high
awesome.
peak season
Yeah.
has been really our saving grace.
Okay. Because then everyone's been able to be in isolation. Yeah.
Exactly. And we were grateful to all of 20,000 a night.
Yeah.
So that's where it really creates a so very good of a festival.
Isn't this beautiful?
You're right. So this is where it separates into the hotel rooms. It's down, there's in the corner, and you get into the Leeds Bay area. Very good of a festival. We had to put this thing back up in January. Closing the outlets, and the hour weeks.
Right.
We have a couple of peaks coming up in February and March.
Yeah.
But afterwards, it's going to be a struggle for second quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So you got two beaches here, Leeds Bay and Barnesville.
Much calmer today.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, it was quite a weekend.
Absolutely.
I tend to enjoy that disruption too, eh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, guests don't, because then they can't go to the beach, right? They can't go swimming.
Exactly.
But it is kind of exciting.
It is, yeah.
I've never seen. That's the biggest waves I've seen since I've lived here. Yeah.
You know,
some that came over that at our restaurant, you know.
Well, we had water coming in the restaurant and into our rooms too.
so folks, we are at Four Seasons here in Meads Bay, not Meads, in Barnes Bay, Meads Bay, and we are touring with management of the hotel along with the islands, the village representative, the district representative, the Honorable Corrigan Connor.
Back to the timing, the fastest tour. We're done? But I know you're quite scheduled, but whenever you want to come back, please.
Oh, thank you very much.
I have a card, you should, but of course, keep giving me what you use me anyway.
Thank you very much. It is good to meet you. What a beautiful day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure meeting you, Governor.
Thank you.
All right.
Good seeing you again, huh?
Good.
Thanks for putting me on Facebook.
Not just Facebook, the world.
The world.
In El Mundo.
All right, then.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Where to? All right, folks, so we are going to dash off to Maljohana. I hope you enjoyed the view there. So we are going to Maljohana. Bear with us. That's okay. I'm following them.
Go ahead. Oh, okay.
So we are leaving Four Seasons. Beautiful sights here in Anguilla. Beautiful hotels. All A-class, top-notch hotels in Anguilla. Our accommodation can be touched by no one. So bear with us again. We're going to another. I think we are change of plans while we're in the west. We're going to go by some folks. Just for a brief moment to say hello, and then we will be heading out. So we are in West End, and we're just going to make a brief stop by Laddie. I need to get in. Oh, look, just follow her chicks. Oh my gosh. Folks, look at this. A mother hen. Laddie, how you doing there?
Good to meet you. How are you? Good. Good to see you. Enjoying the outside and the terrace.
Frederick
Hello. Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind. Very good to meet you. How long have you been living here?
I was married for 1 year.
Oh gosh. Long time. Yeah.
Frederick is one of our top captains, boat race
Oh,
captains.
I see.
Yeah,
One of the pioneers.
Yes, he was one of the original back in 2000.
How fast did you go?
Yeah. All
Very
this-
fast.
Very fast. Yeah. 2014. Wow. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? Hello, good afternoon.
Good
I
afternoon.
just saw you at school, didn't I?
So, Lada, how you do there?
I don't do bad. Not
Good.
bad, thanks.
Yeah.
Just popping in to say hello.
Yes.
And every Thursday and Friday, just at the back, that's where I go to get my lunch.
Oh, I see.
So,
Oh, you're well
so
taken
the
care
Honorable
of.
Neil Rogers and myself and Jose at times, we come
Okay,
here.
come here and have
Yeah.
lunch.
In fact, where's Janine?
Janine?
Janine is
Pastor Janine?
one of the cancer survivors.
Oh, gosh.
So
incredible.
she's an inspirational story. There she is.
Yes,
Yeah.
come.
Yeah.
I'd love to meet you. Hi, how are you? Good to meet you, Janine. Lovely to meet you. I hear that you keep them well fed on a Thursday.
Yes, Usually after executive council, we come for lunch, but on Fridays, we have our fish.
Oh, okay, fish day, fish fry.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's my little godson.
Oh.
All right. We're going to have to run, I'm afraid.
But it's nice to say hello, yeah.
Yeah, nice to meet you. How are you?
Thank you very much. Bye.
Okay, laddie.
Okay.
All right. You want me to stick on it? Okay, folks. So we are continuing. We're getting our little blessings at a moment. Okay, folks, we're going by another young boat builder, entrepreneur, Mr. Clyde Wallace. We'll see what we have here. Okay.
How are you doing?
So this is the lounge bar.
Thank you for coming. My name is Clyde. Thank you for coming.
He also lost his accent.
A little bit.
Where are you from? Oh, you said Manchester. Are you a City United? Oh, my brother will be very happy.
Okay.
Yeah. They're doing very well though, aren't they, at the moment?
You could put on the light a bit. Right. You could put on the light a bit.
Jalini. Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Hi. Hello. Good to meet you. What's your name? Hi.
You good?
Yeah, man.
All right.
We are playing some pool.
Yeah. I know you guys do tournaments or something like that too, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we have
Is that
fresh.
you?
Yes.
Are you a boxer?
No. That is one of the greatest boxers.
Oh, no, that's
So,
camera as well.
how it came with the lounge,
It's
you
a
know,
sports bar. Yeah.
sports bar. It's 4 years old, and local Anguillians
Yeah.
built it,
Yeah.
and so forth. And we just try to implement different sports,
Yeah.
which is the pool.
Yeah.
We have dominoes.
Okay.
Anguillians love dominoes.
Yes, I've seen. I was out to the food truck the other day, and they were all
Right.
getting ready for that. Yeah.
So we try to implement, you know,
Yeah.
culture stuff.
Yeah.
Then we have down this side, which is the darts area.
Yeah.
So have your darts,
Okay.
the little
area for the darts. We was gonna ask. Yeah. Everybody loves football, cricket is the Caribbean and so forth. We start to implement doing foods because the local and tourist people, they say they want things about. So being as the pandemic, we start to do soups. But right now, a lot of people have been saying like, why don't you do a little barbecue?
They want like a bit.
So we started to do barbecue going 2 weeks and being excellent.
And who's coming? I mean, at the moment it's
Most of the people is locals,
yeah.
and we have, the tourists who live here in Anguilla, because things are slow right now and so forth. But
How was it impacted on you?
well, it's always been, we were trying to do pool competitions, which is Sam is the referee. He could tell you more about the pool competitions and so forth, and that brings in the locals to play because it's a big competition. We're going up now.
How many people do you have if you're doing a sort of league match of?
How many teams we have?
I
think we have to.
Right now we have a gaming progress. We have a gaming progress of 40 players.
Oh gosh, that's quite cute.
Tuesday was police week.
Oh yes, I saw a Tuesday was pool day, wasn't it? Yes.
This is a gentleman's threshold. We want to organize the game. I just do the referee.
No, that's good, I like
but he do the organizing and stuff.
But the game reached to a point and to a standard that everybody taking part. You have young followers as well as people I've never seen before, even the ladies. Last week, Sunday, we had a ladies team. I mean, I'm so glad to see that they came out. Tuesday, as I was saying at the police, we had 32 players taking part, and we had players who wanted to enter, but they wasn't able to enter.
No room.
No room.
Oh, that's good.
So
That's
we are now looking to develop the pools in Anguilla. I've been contacting St. Kitts, St. Martin. We had us to play St. Martin, but because of the COVID, well then we couldn't able. So the game is still on, but I guess in the future when everything organized.
After we reach herd immunity, after the AstraZeneca vaccine arrive tomorrow, tell them. You want to tell them? Do you want to tell them?
The vaccine arrives tomorrow morning, and I think they're going to start basically the whole program on Monday. So it's going to be it's good. We're in a really very lucky position in terms of being able to secure them.
And we hope that as many people would sign up as possible, because we want to reach herd immunity where we can go to St. Martin and come back and don't have to go in quarantine.
Yeah, man, get the vaccine and then get more of the games.
I mean, it'll take us a while, and we'll have to do the quarantine in parallel while it gets up, which is why it's more imperative, because you don't know who's not had it for who's coming in, so they'll have to be in parallel, but it definitely is a huge step forward in respect of that.
Clyde, and I see that you're practicing safety too. You have your hand sanitizer and your mask.
And we have the mask for customers who are coming.
Yes.
They don't have a mask and they would like to put on a mask to secure themselves. We have that too. We have hand sanitizers in the bathroom and so forth. So it's just wonderful that the support from the local people play a big role in the lounge sports bar.
Like quickly, how many days do you operate here?
Well, first it used to be 4 days. We dropped it to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
So now it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Okay, from what time you open?
From 7 until. Because the place is soundproof, so.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
And so
and this is the place to be when you want to watch like the Super Bowl and those other things. Here, it's amazing.
Well, most of the people, when tourists come, they say this is a cave bar. It's so cold, it's like a cave bar. Probably if I knew that from before, I'd change the name. So a lot of customers who are come, they're always saying, Clive, you got to do something for eating purposes, because we used to do soups and stuff like that. Because of the pandemic, everything changed. So we try to rearrange ourselves, so we do barbecue on outside on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays.
Okay.
So we try, and it's doing good.
Folks?
Thumbs up for the Ann Williams.
All right.
Yes. Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Nice.
Okay. Do you all teach? Do you all teach people?
Yeah, sure. The referee here. Once you're willing to learn.
Okay. All right. Yes.
Thank you again.
Oops. Hey, bring it. You have to help me too, eh? Come in. I can't get this wet.
I wait to send that clip to me.
Any help?
I wait to send that clip to me. You hear?
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're gonna need this. Come over here. Oh, come. Okay. Folks, it's beginning to rain. And just bear with me a sec. I need to get in. Okay. So we're off. So we went by the lounge and we're still heading west. Okay. I think we're going near to the beach. We're going to Mangoes. So folks, another beautiful restaurant, Mangoes. Someone walking their dog. Hiya. Bear with us. We're on our way to Mangoes for a brief. We all know Dave. Dave is a fixture here in Anguilla. Again, we are touring the District 7 with the Governor, Delaney, and the Honorable Corrigan Connor, the representative of District 7. Oh yes, one moment folks, trying to get myself together.
You're gonna need that right now.
Very well.
I'd rather be around.
Yeah, no.
It's
So this is what we do.
Okay, let me see. What have you? How long have you been?
Yeah.
29
29 years.
And what made you come here? I mean, other than
We were on St. Croix for 2 years.
Oh, I
before we moved
see.
here,
The
so
relocated,
it wasn't
yeah.
like we moved locked on
Yeah,
there. We
okay.
just went from one island to another.
We decided the lifestyle was nice.
But it's not one that a lot of people think to come to. I mean,
Yeah.
locals do.
It's a
Celebrations
kept
and stuff
secret.
Like that.
Yeah.
But it's one that is,
Don't tell too
But
many
it's nice
people.
to have a nice walk, come here, get breakfast, or
Well,
no,
no, we're not
in the
open for
evenings. Okay, fine.
we're open lunch
Yeah.
and dinner,
Okay.
lunch in season.
Yeah, and dinner in the evenings. You can have a nice little walk and then come here, get a
It's
bite.
beautiful.
And then, yeah.
It's nice. Stop watching that. So we have an ongoing thing
Yeah. Tell
out
me.
by Everett's by Pelicans.
Yeah. Okay.
Which coconuts are the best? The coconuts from the west or the coconuts from the east?
Oh, I see.
So I have a coconut
If
You know I
would
had
like
a coconut
one.
the other day,
I
don't you?
remember. I'm in the business to remember.
That's true. All right, I will try a coconut if there's one, yeah.
Excuse me.
Folks,
Oh, no, I have
this is part of Barnesville, right, Cardi?
Of course, it rhymes better. Eh?
This is part of Barnesville, this
This
part?
is all Barnesville. Yeah.
Okay.
I'd imagine with the high waves over the last week, a lot of this sand would have come back.
Yes.
The height of it, you know, because sometimes it's very low, and of course this is very high.
But this is beautiful.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Where you can, anywhere you go in Anguilla, you'll have to say, wow, this is beautiful.
I know. But everyone would admit that when it comes to the West End, the choices are greater. People might think I'm biased, but
that's not being biased. That's
just
being
a
fact.
No. But on a serious note, I think each district has got their special qualities, and I think for us down here that you don't have to go too far to get to be north and south and beautiful beaches, restaurants, hotels. And today my biggest challenge is getting the governor from A to B
in
as
time,
quickly as possible, because I think everybody she's met, she's been able to bond with.
Yeah.
And I'm the most hated person today. He's actually behind time.
I know.
But Dave is going to get his coconut. You got to go and see Net. So.
Okay, here he comes. The verdict is going to be in.
This is the winner.
All right.
You weren't allowed to put extra sugar in today.
No, don't worry. Okay. That's a sweet gold. That's from Frankie's tree.
This is without bias. I know, I'm caught on camera. This is nicer. It's sweeter.
Yeah, much sweeter.
Sweeter, and it's got a more of a,
it's a little bit young still,
yeah.
but it's right off the trees
This
here.
is delicious.
And Everett never makes any noise when we have this argument, because right now I'm heading to Island Harbor and I have coconuts cut to take them to him.
This is definitely sweeter than one I had the other day. Yeah.
Cardi, that came from Frankie's tree. Frankie gave me that tree.
That was from was 95?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I get a photo with the two of you? Tony, would you like to be in it as well?
I would love to.
Do you mind taking a picture? We can use Tony's camera, I think. Daryl, just make you go in the
Come.
Come back. We'll use your camera.
Can you use mine if you wish?
Only in the morning.
Only morning because they say because they cut in the morning and then they're out on the road.
I say you could use mine if you wish.
So that always means that's
Oh, he's there.
very good. Yeah.
So you can sing to me, right? Right.
And I'm fine. Do you want the beach in the background? That'll be better, right?
If the beach in the background, the backlight will be too strong.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
No pictures, sorry.
I know, I'm not. Thank you, I feel privileged.
Ready?
Cheese.
Got it? Thank you. I don't know, you have to check it. I'm a no picture person, and you couldn't find me anywhere, and then now my picture is everywhere.
Oh yeah. No, it's like. Cardi, I didn't. Did you tell Cardi why we didn't get this one?
Let's play over.
One
on the soil? Yeah.
Okay.
One on the soil.
That's okay.
Let's start landscape.
Cardi, I missed you yesterday.
Where?
We were in the pond in the cove.
Oh, that.
Ah.
Which camera are we looking at?
Oh, sorry.
No, I didn't.
Wait, just look forward. I lost my camera.
You lost
Oh, I got it.
Got it? Okay, Daryl.
You ready? Yeah. Everybody say cheese. Cheese. Need your feet in. Cheese.
Perfect. Thank you, Daryl.
Send it to me,
Cardi.
All right.
I'll come back for a
Oh, yeah. There you go. Take care.
Can you open that for me, please? Oh, this.
Oh, yeah. So you got, where is it at the school? Just in the
auditorium.
auditorium?
Thanks.
I would take care of it for you, but I know time is
I know.
the next time.
Yes.
All right, folks. Bear with me. It's raining, drizzling, so we are using an umbrella on our tour, protecting our equipment. So we were at Mango's with Dave and his wife. So we're going, I think now, to another hotel. Malihana, I think it is, that we're going to. Okay, so we're heading west to make a turn up by the pond. This tour is with the Honorable Corrigan Connor, District Representative of District 6 and newly established Governor.
Bishop, hello.
Hello. There you go.
Welcome, welcome.
There you go. Come straight.
I'm sorry to have you waiting.
No problem. We are very pleased to have you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to Anguilla as well.
Karen, just hold this for me, please. I need to lose this.
I've been here from 1999.
Oh gosh, I love
Yes,
that.
1999. The church itself was started 1950 on the island.
Gosh,
But,
okay. Is this the original location for the church or?
No, we have had several locations.
Okay, yeah.
But for now, we have two main churches. This one, English-speaking members, and then we have Spanish-speaking members in the South Hill location.
Oh, okay. And how big is your congregation?
We are just over 200, so about 230 members overall.
Yeah.
on the island.
Gosh. Oh, wow. Can I see around?
Yeah. We saw her looking at the screen there.
Oh, yes. Oh, I see. Thank you very much, Bishop.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
Wonderful.
So we are Pentecostal.
Yeah.
The church itself is throughout the world. We have about 1.5 million members.
Gosh.
In every major continent.
Yeah.
Yes. But in Anguilla, there's 230.
wonder though. It is. Yeah.
For capita.
Yeah. And then you have the Sunday schools as well. In terms of the age range of your congregation.
Right. We have children's church.
Yeah.
So we have from very small right up. And we have a special service for the elderly as well.
Mm-hmm.
Each fifth Sunday is for elderlies.
Yeah.
The first Sunday is usually generally for consecration. The second Sunday, the women's ministries would lead that service.
Mm-hmm.
The third service is taken over by the youth ministries.
Okay.
Youth and children alternate. Then the fourth Sunday, the men's ministries. And then wherever there's a fifth Sunday, the elderly members would be very active in that service.
Okay. And have you seen, in terms of particularly COVID, the higher support needed in terms of like emotional well-being, stress?
Yes, I happen to be a counselor as well.
Okay.
And so I'm a counselor at the Lone Comprehensive School.
Okay, yes, okay.
Yes, so I head that department, and so I was able to offer support, emotional, psychological support to not just to students, but to staff and members as.
And do you find, according to the age, I know you, in terms of people feeling comfortable to be able to talk to a counsellor about getting that support, do you find sometimes you can tell people might need to, but they might struggle?
That's correct.
Yeah.
I think it's been caught on in Corrigan. There's still a stigma attached to
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But you're doing a good job in terms of trying to.
I try.
Yeah, of course.
Succeed. Not only try, he succeeds at his job.
Oh, it's an admirable job.
That's very kind. Thank you.
No, I think it's really important in terms of sort of well-being and support. I think it's a really important thing. So it's really good that you've got that outreach, and also it's connected with the school as well.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
That's really great.
And I wish you all the best for your tenure.
Thank you very much, Bishop.
I know you would have quite a good time here. The weather dictates that it's a place for relaxation, and despite the work you would have to do, we want to wish you all the best in all of your endeavors.
Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Don't forget that tomorrow the AstraZeneca vaccine arrives in Anguilla, and we want as much persons as possible to be mindful, make a positive decision in terms of taking it, so we can get herd immunity, and you don't have to have all of those spacings anymore in the church.
Right now we are doing an education campaign.
Yes.
We're trying to inform the people pros and cons.
Right.
Of accepting.
Okay, great.
Thanks for being here, Lloyd.
Yes, always my brother. Yeah. Right. Where to now?
The same goes on to the quickly go by net.
Okay.
And then we're gonna
All right, folks. We are on our tour of District 7 with Corrigan Connor and the Governor. I hope you're enjoying this tour so far. There's a lot that is happening. She's truly enjoying what she's seeing, and she's happy. So we are going by net. picture here in West End. Look at this beautiful garden. What a beautiful garden, huh?
Nancy kept us out. Everybody kept us too long.
I'm sorry we've kept you. Very good to meet you. Hi, good to meet you. Hi. You have such a beautiful garden.
Yes.
Is this all your green fingers? Gosh. And I hear you do so much with the children in terms of food, and that's really admirable. So have you always been in this area, the West End? Yes. Yes. Yeah, long time. Very good. And how long have you been here? Have you been living here? Have you always lived here? You were born here as well? Okay, lovely. So you've seen a lot of changes over the years as things have developed around you.
How we come up.
Yeah.
This was an old shop, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh. But lovely bright colours as well for the children when they come in. Yeah.
So what have you got there now?
What have you got
This is my vegetables.
Oh, show me.
I planted these since the pandemic. I started to do this to sell.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it's vegetables and then more plants. Are they all for selling as well?
Vegetables in the back again, like these. Yeah. Tea bush and stuff like that.
This is a nice basil. You could touch the leaf.
This one?
Yeah, that's.
Now
Smell it.
Broke piece and then you'll smell.
Yeah. And then this is rosemary. No,
Ooh,
come here. Come.
This one.
Come on this one.
Yeah.
Just bring your hand up.
Oh yeah, I love rosemary. I make a nice chocolate mousse with rosemary.
Yeah.
That's
And then he has mint here.
This is mint.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, you can smell it.
Mm.
You've got good green fingers, haven't you?
These are onion chives.
Yes, onion chives.
This was celery.
Celery?
Yes.
And these?
Sweet peppers.
Sweet peppers, okay. Nice.
That's
So
the
you're a gardener as
I'm a
well,
horticulturalist by
Lloyd?
profession.
I see.
At Q.
Beautiful.
Not just at Q.
Gosh, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me show you. Yeah, show me your garden and flowers. How long have you been just always?
This is beautiful.
I went in a flower garden for 3 years.
Oh, okay.
And I got two second and a first place.
Well, I can see why. This is amazing.
At the dry weather.
Yeah. But you've done really well. Do you have any recommendations for inside plants? It's hard to have stuff inside the house, isn't it? You have to have it outside. Yeah.
Right, put a camera on
the pole?
No, the pole and the little boy sitting in the chair.
Oh, the cactus!
Yeah, you see it?
Oh, wow! Wow, that's creative.
Yeah.
So you play, you love, you dream, you laugh, and you live.
Ned, have you got something for us to be told? Yeah, we got gotta take it. Gotta go. Thank you, bro. All right,
But she got him parcel out exact.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dara, you got one.
This is called the coconut drop for the old
Thank you.
time.
Coconut drop. Okay.
And this is some lemon.
Okay. Oh, delicious.
If you want that.
This comes in handy.
Got some help. heart, so that's good.
This is the local.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay, this is from the garden, from the local garden.
Yes, my mouth is watering, so.
Oh my gosh, that's delicious. You have to have some, it's delicious. Really refreshing. Did you make the lemonade yourself?
This year we make it at home.
So you know we can send and get yours, right?
Delicious, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I saw it.
Yeah.
Thank you. We're going to quickly go to the places that I told them I would. Just that it's school they're going to
You'll make it fast.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. Thanks, George. Thank you. She's my cousin.
Oh, no, we'll take this. Yeah. Thank you so much. I just want to shake your hand.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Take care. Thank you. This is so kind.
All right, bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
I love all your creativity. Your garden's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Car where to now? Maljohanna? Where?
Ocean Echo quickly.
Oh, Ocean Echo. Oh, on our way to Maljohanna. Okay, folks, so we are moving. I don't have the privilege of a driver, so I have to do everything myself. Okay, we are off to Ocean Echo on our way to Maljohanna, so here we go. Yes, folks, we are live and we're touring District 7 with the District 7 representative, Corrigan, the Honorable Corrigan and the Governor. She started on Sunday and she started in District 1 with the Premier, and now today, Wednesday, we are down at District 7. She would have gone through with all of the district representatives. So here we are right now at Ocean Echo. Okay. How you doing there?
I'm fine, thanks.
All right. So we're at Ocean Echo now, and gonna take a brief tour of here.
Hi, Judy.
So this is Ocean Echo. Yes. This is Ocean Echo, and I'm one of their partners, owners, family oriented. Yes. So we're here doing our due
Yeah, you stayed open.
for the pandemic. We stayed open.
Yeah.
And
Making help?
So Judy,
You've been here this year, August is going to make us 9 years. Okay. Yes.
we'll just have a quick look at your view.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the view. Yeah.
They host lots of birthday parties and that type of thing here.
Yeah. Hello. How are you? I'm really good. How are you?
Hi, Queen.
I come say hello. Hi. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you and congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, good to meet you.
You're hanging with very good company here.
I know.
Now I charge people to put me up on the World Wide Web, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So mine's today's for
I
free.
will email you the invoice.
Okay.
You good?
Yes.
Nice little spot for you to enjoy your
Is that my queen? Is that my queen?
Not today.
Good? All is well? Good to see you.
So folks, this is the view you're seeing when you're at Ocean Echo. Thank you, sir. It's a beautiful view, huh?
So just have a sample some of the food and Sunday entertainment. Yes.
Sample, we said, right? Sample, right?
Thanks for coming. Bye.
Thank you. That lemonade from Net is delicious.
It is. Good advertisement too.
Yes. Marijuana now?
No.
French Japan.
Oh, on our way. Shh. All right, folks. We are now going to Frangipani. So we're going to Frangipani, and if you go to Frangipani, you must go to Straw Hat. Hi Peter, hope you're watching. Hi Ann. Scott. We have a solar farm here, folks. So Frangipani is environmentally friendly. Just bear with me. As I said, it's me alone.
Well, we do our best. We really do our best. We're very fortunate. It's great. We have terrific guests, and they all love Anguilla, so it's great.
How long have you been here?
Since 2006 with the property, but really since 1987.
Oh, so
a long time. Yeah. Long time. So,
seems like yesterday.
It's always been my opportunity. Blessing to meet this guy. This is Shannon.
Bring on something with start. How are you?
This is our Frangipani welcome rum program. I see everybody is treating you the way we are.
Yes. Can I see your view?
Oh, totally. Would you like to take one with you?
Can I?
Shannon, let's take one and we'll walk in.
How's that? That's good. Hello, we've not met, have we?
This is Shanisha.
Lovely to meet you.
So folks, we're at Frangipani with the owner.
We share a good name.
We've been very nice to you.
Oh, please. Yeah. I'll say when.
It's getting to the, it's getting to the end of the day.
There you go.
Thank you.
See, was this third one for you?
You might as well.
Can't leave us hanging.
Absolutely. She's keeping me in best behavior. That's a small one.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you. Such a pleasure.
So let's go see the view.
I'm
And then we'll,
Yeah, we haven't gotten the yet because, you know.
Yeah, where's mine? So folks, this is Frangipani. We're traveling, touring with the owner. He said he's been here with the property since 2006, but been on property from in the early 80s. Been on Anguilla.
Oh, okay, amazing.
Whenever you get a chance, you come by, man.
He's responsible for the fleet.
Okay.
He does know.
Important person.
Yes, ma'am. So you can see this is why people love this property.
So you get the sunsets on that side?
Sunset's right down here. Right down here.
You see sunrise to sunset?
Sunrise is tougher because
Yeah.
it comes up just on the other side of the mountain. And we'll get sunset. It's crazy how the sun will set right now down this way, and then in the summertime it's right out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's crazy the way it moves.
But then you've got a lovely long stretch.
Very long.
Yeah.
Great stretch. And you picked a great day. It's been a little rough out here for
Yeah,
3 or 4 days.
Yeah, I noticed the waters have been really choppy.
Very
I'm on
unusual.
the east side, but it's really choppy. But yesterday I was out by Sandy Ground. It felt a lot calmer.
Sandy Ground's always calm.
Is it?
Yeah, and we were very nervous about the big boat.
Yeah.
And so when the waves
When it
started
started
really
getting
hitting,
up,
we moved it over to Sandy Ground.
Oh, okay, fab. Yeah.
Just in case.
Just to
Try and be
protect
on the
it.
safe side.
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Try and be on the safe side. Let's go down this way.
Yeah.
And then we'll go through the restaurant.
Okay,
And we'll
Hi.
After me?
Well, this is one of the top-rated restaurants in the whole world. And you can see it's quite large.
We're watching you on the TV.
It's very strange. Nice to meet you. Hi, Peter.
I'm sorry.
Nice to see you. Hi, Lloyd.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Peter.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to Straw Hat.
Thank you very much.
So we have the owner of Straw Hat and the owner of Frangipani here with the governor.
How great is that?
They all know me.
We are all
Okay, we're meeting.
Peter, we should have brought a rum punch for you. I apologize.
No,
but
that's
you've
all
been doing
right.
all
That's
this.
all right. I've been off run punch for a while. Welcome. Nice to have you in
Very
Anguilla.
much. Thank you.
Hope to see you down here from time to time.
Definitely. So what sort of food do you cook there? Here it's,
We're kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
We're breakfast, lunch, and dinner,
Yeah.
7 days a week. And so breakfast is breakfast. Lunch is kind of Caribbean meets continental.
Yeah.
And dinner is kind of Caribbean with a little bit more of a flair. Yeah, kind of fancy curry goat and a lot of good local seafood. So good stuff. Yeah, we've been around a while, 24 years now.
Oh, it's a long time.
1996 we started, and just still plugging away.
Wonderful.
During the other parts of the lockdown, Frangipane and Peter and Straw Hat hosted the world because we played music and entertained those who were in lockdown here.
Right here.
Yes.
We're missing Anguilla got to see a good piece of
And
it
you know what?
right here, and Lloyd brought it all to
So
them.
very much in the heart of the community.
And Peter brought out the drinks, and it was a party.
So very popular.
I was then. I was then.
And are you getting many people as part of the bubble quarantine coming in, or how is it working for you?
I think as well as can
As
be,
it can
you know,
be,
as can be at this point. We're in the bubble, we're out of the bubble. We're working on a couple of new things right now that we're talking to the Ministry of Health and Tourism about, but should have some announcements in a couple of days, so that should be exciting, but it's okay. I mean, you know, certainly better than sitting around doing nothing, and but not as good as it should be, or we hope it will be in the coming months.
Obviously, having the vaccine here is so great. And I think it arrives tomorrow.
Yes, it's arriving 10:15, I think, in the morning.
10:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
And so we're hopeful. We've had all of our staff sign up to get the vaccine. And we'd love to be, I'm going to have Lloyd come down if we can figure it out, maybe as early as Monday.
I think, to be honest,
because we're going to try and encourage everybody. It's so important.
I think it's
so important.
I think there's the reticence from a lot of people who I've been speaking to going around is, I think that there's certainly people in the camp who know, and for that I just think, well then make sure you know what you're saying no to, and are you properly informed in that choice. But a lot of people seem to be in that camp of, I just want to wait and see. So I think if they're seeing people they trust and people they know having it and being okay and seeing what's happening, I think that will really help in terms of...
My fear is, I think that's great, but the fear is a sense of urgency. Because you can see that, you know, it's in demand now.
It's
and
in
it's
demand,
short
and
supply.
it's a short window.
Right.
And I get it, it's a hard choice to make in a short period of time and you feel pushed, but we're not in the luxurious position where when you finally decide, we can say, okay, get the dose over, we can give it, this is it.
Well, I think people are concerned that, I don't think they really know what it is, because it's very clear when you take the vaccine, you're not going to get coronavirus, because it doesn't have coronavirus in it. So that's not going to happen. So when you get it, I hope, you know.
Yeah, I just think everyone's been consuming so much from so many, and I just think, just read, the Ministry of Health have a very concise, frequently asked questions, read that, talk to trusted people, and actually I think a lot of the questions you have will be answered.
I thought the government's press conference was great the other day. It was very, very good, very informative and factual, and let's just hope.
Well, it's great that your team are all signed up and.
French Party's proud. We're all excited. Peter's got the Straw Hat team ready to go.
Yeah. And we have to move forward.
Yes, don't move forward.
All right.
Speaking of forward, Corrigan's got you on a short leash here.
Very nice to meet you.
Hey, Peter.
Always good to see you.
Yes, man. Yeah.
You need to be careful about it.
I know you should be on the telly. It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for all that you've been doing to keep everyone's spirits up.
Thank you.
And keep everything going.
Yes.
It's really, and looking so cheerful as well.
It's challenging, but
I know, but it's all
been
the
a team been working together for a very, very long time.
It's lovely to see that team spirit, actually.
Well, we hope to welcome you.
Thank you. Yes,
Even
indeed.
for dinner.
I'm sorry. Thank you very much. Oh, yes, perfect. Okay, thank you very much.
Right.
I just realized Hi, everybody.
Take care.
All right. Thanks.
Where are you off to next? Don't wait.
All right. So,
We're not
big dog.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks.
She had
Folks.
one already. And she got to put something in her back, eh?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Make sure she good.
All right. Hey, Scott. Hey, man.
This is my son Scott, who actually learned about.
Hi, how are you? I don't know if we're, yes. Very nice to meet you as well. Yes, how's it going? Congratulations.
Enjoying your house. Busy, which is good. Good busy, but yeah. It's lovely to get out into the everyone else.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be a lot to take in. Figure out.
New York management.
Looking forward to
I'm telling all my friends.
Look forward to working with you.
Yeah.
Being a part of this. Yeah, certainly.
Give me another 10 minutes.
I can take that for you if you're.
I'll just take 5 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
Very nice
I
to
don't
meet
have a
you.
mask on. I wait for a few weeks.
Not a problem. We've been coming to Anguilla since the 80s.
Oh, gosh.
And we are big fans, and we love it here, and we love Frangipani, and we love the whole island.
It's a wonderful island, isn't it?
It certainly is. So I congratulate you on your new
Very
position.
much. That's very kind. Thank you.
Wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you.
It must be a weird time to be getting involved during the COVID.
It is, but do you know what? There's a real sense of purpose in terms of coming here, and you have to face into these challenges. And I think part of the role of Governor is here to serve the interests of Anguilla and to actually work to support in terms of what those immediate needs are. So in that sense, it's brought a real focus to what I need to be concentrating on as I take my first step. So in some ways, you just have to rise up to that, don't you?
It used to be a great posting. It's starting to be a little suspect. The former governor, who you just replaced, he came in for Irma.
Yes, I
And for
know.
Hurricane Irma, you get the pandemic.
I know.
But the history shows that all these difficult moments pass.
Yes.
Everybody here is resilient.
Yes, I think it's what do we need to do to keep that resilience, to keep everyone's spirits up, because I think it can get so wearing, can't it, and so hard. So it's just keeping that.
Well, nice meeting you. I wish you all the luck in the world.
Enjoy the rest of your stay here.
Month.
Yeah, month. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, how wonderful! I'm very jealous.
When they get here, they don't leave.
I know.
Nice to see you.
So folks, this is the owner of Frangipani Resort, and we saw Peter, the owner of Straw Hat.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's great to meet you. Really nice to meet you. Bye-bye. See you later.
Alrighty. Where to? Okay folks, I'm just gonna follow. I'm asking all the time where to. I'm just gonna follow, okay? Where we go, I don't know. But I'm doing it for you all to see what's happening here in Anguilla with the governor and the leader, the representative of District 7. Yes, this is the solar farm for Frangipani here. Look at a beautiful rainbow. I know someone who works here.
Hi, Governor. Welcome.
Hi, thank you very much. Good
Thank
to
you.
meet you.
Tanya, I have my offsider, but she's somewhere in here. But,
You're Australian?
Yeah, I'm from down under.
Oh, that's Australian.
Newcastle, New South Wales.
Oh, okay, lovely.
Yeah.
My grandmother lives in Melbourne.
Oh, right, that's further down.
Yeah, further
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
So she are connected.
Yeah. Governor Mr. Soons owns Turtle's Nest.
Okay,
22
lovely.
units here, so
Gosh.
yeah.
How long have you been here?
This department is since 2003.
Okay, yeah. Gosh.
So it's condominiums.
Yes.
22 condominiums.
Yeah.
And right on the beach. How could you want less? Yeah.
Say that.
What's his name?
Want to walk around?
Michelle Soons.
Him.
Michelle Soons.
Michelle Stones, the owner of Turtle Nest.
Turtle's Nest.
Okay.
Okay.
We've only got 3 minutes.
Yeah, we just.
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Must be a good reason.
It was a very good reason, eh?
I see a cricketing tool.
Turtle's Nest property is split up with 2 resorts, Yellow Blue and Turtle's Nest.
Yeah.
Mr. Soons, as I said, owns 22 units here, all in both buildings.
Right.
So this is our little part of the beach. We've got, as you can see, quarantine on one side, non-quarantine on the other. So we split it up as per the government protocols, and it's worked very, very well thus far.
Yeah. And how many visitors are you getting in terms of coming over?
We've held our own at the moment. We've had pilots, a mixture. We've got a family here at the moment. They're here for 18 nights and they're homeschooling their children here.
Wonderful.
So they're loving it.
That's
So it's really, really good.
Yeah.
Now we can walk along the beach here. Our guests can walk from Frangipani down to Kerama.
Okay.
You know, with social distancing, of course.
Okay.
So that's a big plus for the beach and for all the resorts along here. So, yeah.
Gosh, you put a good regime in place actually. 'Cause it doesn't feel, you can still feel relaxed. You're not
Correct.
sort of constrained in, but actually it's clearly...
Our guests can now move up and down the beach.
Yeah, the guests like it.
Yeah.
They don't feel prisoners.
No, I think, well, you'll know in Australia you have to stay in the hotel room and the food, whereas here, actually all you want is to be able to get out, to go to the but it's done in a manner that respects all the requirements.
Control So it's been very good.
Impressive, really impressive.
All right, well this is Turtle's Nest. I hope you enjoy it. One day you can come down and
well, I'm so glad to be able to meet you both.
Yeah, lovely.
Very nice. Only know you from the pictures in the paper.
Now you see her in person. Now you see her in person.
That's correct.
So folks, yes, the owner of Turtle's Nest, along with Jackie, giving the governor a quick tour of Turtle's Nest and explaining the separation on the beach for the bubble and non-bubble.
No, your landscaping is beautiful. Yeah.
Try to keep it as
beautiful
as possible.
But it feels so quite luxury as well.
Yeah.
In terms of
Oh, thank you once again. I hope we see you back.
Pleasure to meet you.
Lovely. All the best.
Thank you.
Yes, me too.
Okay.
Thank you too.
Pleasure.
Okay. Hi, partner.
All the best. You do a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, folks. Yes, we are moving through, folks. We've just had a brief tour of Turtle Nest, and we are heading north. Where to? I don't know. There's a famous song, say follow the leader, calypso song, and that is what is happening here now. We're following the Governor and the Honorable Corrigan Connor, the representative of District 7. I think our next stop is at Blanchard's. Blanchard's is a very good community partner. They've done a lot for the community of Anguilla, more so notably during and after the passage of Hurricane Irma in 2017. So it's a quick stop here, which is quite valid. Of all the stops, this is one of the most valid ones.
Hi, how are you doing? Everything's well, you too? Miguel.
Oh, Miguel, hello. We've been keeping you waiting, I know, haven't we?
That's fine,
I'm
man.
so sorry.
It's okay, no problem. Welcome to
Hello.
Blanchard.
Hello, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Tara.
Oh, Tara, hi, nice to meet you.
Okay.
And this is Devin, he's one of our
Hi,
chefs.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Good to see you.
Nice. So I see you've been touring the whole of West End. Getting my coconuts and rum punch and everything else.
So what you have?
Well, that's a secret. Well, this is our restaurant. Really, the whole place opens up. It's all like the windows like this. So, yeah, we're right on the beach. And next door is our sister restaurant, which is the Beach Shack. Where we do lunch and dinner.
So they do, what sort of foods do they do there?
This is more lighter stuff like salads,
Excuse me,
hot dogs, hamburgers,
Sorry.
shakes and stuff like that. And over here we only do dinner.
Okay, nice. I see lovely fairy lights and everything.
Yeah,
That's
man. Yeah,
beautiful.
we have a nice canopy of
Yeah.
lights and things like that. It's really nice.
And what sort of food do you do here?
Well, it's more like Caribbean with an Asian flavor.
Okay.
We do a lot of like smaller plates for sharing and
Yeah,
family
like
and that kind of
tapas
stuff.
style,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's really
Oh,
catchy and it's
nice.
really good.
Yeah. Oh, good. What a wonderful spot.
Yeah, man.
And how long have you been here?
We've been here for like 27 years.
Oh, a long time.
I've been working here for 26 years. Started at age of 4.
Oh my God, I was going to say.
I guess Cardi told you about stuff we do for the community and stuff like that.
I was just making mention.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of fundraising and stuff, and after once we closed down, the island closed down, we've been giving out like food vouchers for people, and we've been giving out some food bags. Right now we're doing food baskets, even though we opened back we're still doing it. We like doing bags of food. We're not doing it from the restaurant.
Yeah.
But we like deliver to people's homes and stuff.
Gosh, that's
and like
incredible.
Cardi would come and get bags and take to his community, and other people would take to their community and that kind of stuff. So we know that once the island closed down, a lot of the hotel workers would be out of work.
Yeah.
So we been trying to help out
Gosh,
with a
that's
little bit of
incredibly
help.
admirable.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you for
man.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really good. I'm glad I got. I know we're rushing.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
know.
so glad that I got to meet you. At
That's
least to
right.
say hello in person.
Yes, man. And
Yeah.
this is a book
Okay.
written by Bob and Melinda Blanchard.
Okay, the owners. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
I know.
Okay, perfect. All right, I will wear this proudly.
Yes.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
nice meeting you.
Good to see you.
Okay, take care.
Bye. I'm sorry it's a flying visit. But good to
Hey, man.
see you.
Cool.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
All right.
I'll collect my prize later. Yeah, please.
Oops, it's drizzling. It's a drizzling and I don't have the umbrella. Okay, folks, so we are moving on. Everyone is hustling. Yes, thank you for being with us all the way. Okay, so we're heading back. Need to get my seatbelt on. Good. Yes, folks, we're touring with the governor of Anguilla and the district representative, Corrigan. On Sunday, we toured District 1 with the Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Premier, that is Dr. Ellis Webster. And we are on Wednesday afternoon now touring the village of District 7, the district of District 7, sorry, with Corrigan. And we are back by Alwyn Allison School. Okay, again, you have to bear with me. Yes, I'm taking the bag. I'm gonna walk with the umbrella because it's drizzling. Yes, folks. Hi.
Get a picture with a car?
Go ahead. I don't know which car.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sorry. How you doing? Good. All right. Hiya.
I'm so sorry, I'm not debating. Yes, I am, haven't I? Hello. I'm sorry we kept you waiting. It's good to meet you, though. Very good to meet you. Hi.
So these are the members of the West End community meeting with the governor for the first time.
My name is Pastor.
Hello. Hi, I'm so happy to meet you. Hello. What's your name?
Hi, very nice to meet you.
Hi, pleasure to meet you.
Hi, hope you enjoy. Thank you. I'm very sorry we've kept you waiting. It's good to see you also.
Quite a few of these folks would have lived in England.
Oh, really? Whereabouts in England were you? Who's lived in England?
I live in Fulham.
In Fulham? I know Fulham, yes. You're in Slough, yes.
I get you now.
How are you? Welcome. Thank you very much. How are you? I'm good, thanks.
She's also Fulham.
You're Fulham? Okay, you're Fulham, yes. When did you leave Fulham?
Left in November 2019.
And you came to retire here?
No, we should have gone back.
Because of the
because of the virus.
What a good decision.
Yeah, we've been here much longer than we meant to be. Yeah.
We need to go to the auditorium.
So thank you for waiting there. I'm so sorry that I didn't get to
That's fine.
You're coming.
Upset with you. Okay, hi, good afternoon. Sorry, I have a meeting with the school. My name is Helen O'Reilly. No, I'm going to sports meeting.
I'll see you. I'm right there.
Hi, Malcolm.
Yeah, it's here.
Hi, Carmen. All right.
Hey. Apologies for running late. If you're following Lloyd, you're going to stand along the way.
Very much.
How you been, Lloyd?
Good, good. She was one of my teachers in high school.
Did you behave? Did he behave?
Good answer.
Very diplomatic.
Governor, how you doing? Steve, it's not a problem. I have nothing else to do. Welcome to England. Corrigan's done a good job.
I please some and I've sent a few others.
I know. Soon.
This is
He's good.
Take it, yeah. Oh, lovely. Hello. Hi. I'm sorry I kept you. It's really beautiful.
Just right.
Hi. Good to see you. Hi. Just lovely to meet you.
Why? I know.
Let's.
Tell me.
What happened to your hand?
I'll pop it off.
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank you all for being patient. It is, as you can imagine, when you set out a schedule, you like to think that you can stick to that schedule. There's no one to blame, but when you turn up at the school and the children wants to ask 1,000 questions, the governor was not going to say no. And the truth is, every stop that we've taken along the way, more and more of the people wanted more of our new governor. And I think that is a testament to her personality and that energy. And again, for those of you who stayed about an hour after, again, I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, the good thing is that the governor will come back again, but the thing is that, again, being able to come and meet a number of the people in the community, not just in a setting like this, but in their environment. Went to a couple of the hotels. In fact, we missed out Malihana and Cuisinart. We'll go back to them. Caramar, we'll have to go back to Chetty's. Also,
Sharkey. So there are a number of places that we still didn't visit today that we will in the future. But Governor, they're here to listen to you. They've listened to me over the years, and they probably want to kill me today, but I'm sure they don't. But anyway, please.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to come and meet me. I felt, as I was telling your lovely elected representative, it's really important for me to really understand the communities of Anguilla. I don't think you can sort of approach it as a sort of one island-wide approach. So it's been really, really good and really heartening to see the warm welcome I've received, but to really meet everyone in the different districts and to sort of know what you're dealing with, what you're having to contend with in each of your areas, and also just to feel the community spirit across the place. But really, over to you. I don't know if any of you were curious to know anything about me or had any questions, but I'm happy to talk to you and to answer any questions that you may have.
We would just like to know, for instance, where your last post was, and how the transition to Anguilla for you.
Okay, so I'll give you a potted history if that helps. So I started at my sort of professional career as a lawyer, but then I joined the civil service, and my last post was on the Grenfell Tower inquiry. Which was quite different, I'd say, in terms of both the subject matter and also the weight of responsibility of what we were looking at and what we needed to consider. And then I got this post. But what's been really interesting is, so I'm born and brought up in England, from Shropshire. I don't know if any of you know Shropshire. You must know Shropshire from England. But my parents are from Sri Lanka. But I've been told off because I know nothing about cricket, in spite of my Sri Lankan roots. But what's really interesting is there's a very similar sort of, the landscape, it feels very similar to Sri Lanka, so it's been lovely to come here and actually feel that sense of familiarity in coming here. And really, I very much see my role as, I'm here to serve the interests of Anguilla. And that's why, for me, it's really important I understand Anguilla, I understand you, I understand the communities, and that's why I know I'm only how many days out of quarantine? 5? Right. 5 days out of quarantine, but I really wanted to get out and meet people so I could really understand how I need to take forward my role as governor.
Jessica, any questions?
I'm listening for the time being.
I see you.
Anyone have other questions about the vaccine?
But I think one of the things we should do is to welcome her here. Rather than she doing the welcome, we should welcome, say how glad we are to have her here in Anguilla.
Thank you very much.
And there are certain things that I think, I've been following you from Sunday night, and I can pick up some of the things you're interested in. And as time goes on, I think you're going to know more, see more. And I think you're doing the right thing in coming to meet the people, get to know, and then that makes you a better leader. Because leadership is what counts.
No, I think that's very important. You can't lead in a bubble though. Yeah, you've got to understand what is all around you and all the different circumstances and nuances.
One of the things I think that is most important right now on people's mind is the COVID and the vaccination.
Yeah.
I don't know, you cannot lie, because people need to know why they should take the COVID vaccination rather than second guessing and being, I don't know, something like that.
I think, to be honest, it's a question that's been asked as I've gone around, and you're right, it's the hot topic, but it's actually the most important thing at this moment in time in terms of what we need to face into. I think it is right, absolutely. There are a lot of questions around it, there is a lot of information, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and from my perspective, I'm really keen that everyone is having the opportunity to be truly informed. So where they might be saying no to the vaccine, it's coming from a position of it's an informed no, and you know exactly what you're saying no to. I think in Anguilla it's very hard because, well, we're able to meet like this, you're able to sit next to each other. It's actually a complete luxury if you look at what's happening in the rest of the world. And I think that is very much down to the very creditable work of the Ministry of Health and everything they've done to keep Anguilla safe. But that regime is not sustainable on a continued basis. The vaccine, we're in also a very privileged position that we're getting the vaccine. People in other countries are clamouring for it, and because they're in a position of restrictions and paralysis in their life, then there's not so much the debates that there are here about almost the choice about having it. There is no choice, that's their way out of it. But I actually think COVID is still here, it's very present, it is affecting your lives still, particularly from an economic perspective, particularly from seeing for you to be able to get home. So there are a lot of reasons in terms of why it's important to make those connections in respect of the vaccines. And I know for a lot of people there's concern around the vaccine itself and its safety, but do read the information from the Ministry of Health. There is a lot that's gone in there to provide the assurances around the safety of the vaccine. It's on a platform that has been used before and is tested, and in terms of people taking it, I think the people who may have had sort of minor allergies to it have been so small. But take the time. I think the health team are making themselves available to answer those questions. The only thing I would say, I think definitely when something's new, you kind of want to see how it goes, and then you're going to say, okay, well maybe I will. The only thing I would say on that is we're getting the vaccine now, we don't know when we'll get it again, and so we have to queue up with everyone else who's trying to get hold of it. So there is a window of opportunity, and I think really to enable Anguilla to sort of move on and to get out of this sort of environment and to be able to sort of progress, it's really important that we sort of maximise this real opportunity that we've had in terms of getting the vaccine on it.
We have a problem.
Yeah.
We have a clinic in West End.
Yeah.
You know, where the old people and we go to it to get our blood sugar and everything checked.
Yeah.
It's closed down for a good while.
Okay.
And it's very hard for the older folks to get to Polyclinic or South Hill to get their sugar and things tested. We'd like to know if this clinic will not be open, because we used to have a doctor come down once a week. Why can't the clinic be open for the elderly to help the elderly?
I think, well, I mean, it's certainly something that I can take back to the Ministry of Health, but I think they are looking at all the different groups of people. They have good information, I know, from the hurricane resilience about where people are and what's needed and who might not be able to physically get to clinics to get the vaccine. But part of the registration for getting the vaccine will ask you those questions, so then they can work out what might be possible and what they might need to put into place. But I'll certainly take that back to the Ministry of Health. Hi.
And then we have a problem with the school. It has a lot of mold for the longest while. Nobody seems to do nothing about it. We have our kids and grandchildren going to school there. What's going to happen in no mold is something makes people sick. What are they going to do with the school? The way mice is living in the roof, which is not good, it's not healthy for the kids. What are they going to do about the school?
I think Corrigan will be able to talk to that, because he must be looking at that issue as part of his responsibility.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, in fact, there has been an issue that the ministry has been working on. In fact, today, speaking to the principal, says that they're moving forward on that. So that again is an issue that's been addressed.
You had a question, didn't you? Yes. Oh, we'll stand. Should we stand here? Would that be better?
It's about with the roof, a bit like what happened at Road School with the ray mice, the droppings. So that's where, for the kindergarten, They've actually been relocated. So again, it's not that they're out of school, but they're just in a different room while the work is being done in that section.
You had a question.
It's just been relocated at this point.
What percent of the people have to take the vaccination to reach herd immunity? The other question is, they will still have to wear a mask, right? Yes, because it's not a guarantee.
So what I would say is there are lots of things we can do to help prevent spread. So the vaccine is not a golden bullet in terms of just getting rid of COVID, but it goes a significant way in mitigating those protections. But the reason that we still have to do the other actions is there will still, if we want to get the economy going and people are coming in, they wouldn't necessarily have been vaccinated and you can still be a carrier. So it has to be a combination of all of them. In terms of herd immunity, I don't know the percentage off the top of my head, but I think it's quite significant that we need to basically utilise the full
75%.
Yeah, that's right, exactly.
Yeah.
In order to be able to get that sense of, and that's why we really want to maximise, and the Ministry of Health and the Premier are really sort of urging people to sort of read the information and sign up.
Will they be mandating a mask after, when we open back up?
I don't know. It would have to. I think the health team would need to look at that in terms of the round of what they provide, but I'm sure they'll provide information on that. I think I've got time for one more.
Yeah, just one more.
You'll be getting vaccinated.
Yes. I'll be getting the vaccine. You can watch. I think you might even be able to watch me getting the vaccine.
Yes.
If Lloyd has anything to do with it, you'll watch me getting the vaccine, and then I'll pop up the next day if that helps. Okay. All right. Well, yes.
Do you have any side effects that you know of? The vaccine?
No, so I think your body, as with any vaccine, your body may sort of react slightly in terms of sort of slight rise in temperature or cold chills, but that shows the vaccines work. That's what happens with any vaccine, but there's not been reported major sort of side effects. But read the information at the Ministry of Health because it covers all of those questions.
Yeah. One of the things with the vaccine, for those persons with underlying conditions, they will be requested to go to the hospital instead of the clinics, where if there is a fever, because as you get a vaccine, you won't be leaving immediately. There'll be a 15-20 minute time to monitor you as an individual. Those with allergies and those things, those won't be given in the clinics. Those will be given in the hospital where they have better facilities. Some people are allergic to things and things do happen. So if in the event something was to happen, you're already in the care facility of the hospital itself. So serious underlying and allergies, those will be given at the hospital.
Thank you, Lloyd.
What happened?
Comment?
You can't leave. Oh, no, no pressure.
Oh, you say the rain.
You can't leave right here.
I'm captured by the rain. Did you have a question? I've got to go. I'm so sorry, and I'm so sorry that we kept you all waiting until the train was out.
I have a question.
Thank you. Oh, yes, go on.
The question that I have is that... Sure.
Yeah.
The question that I have is that over the past few years, there's been many problems here in Anguilla of unresolved circumstances, and never has been resolved. What will be your delivery moving forward and seeing that certain situations that has been overlooked will be taken care of? Families are hurting, and then I know they're still looking for an answer.
Okay. Well, certainly from my perspective, I'm someone who I want to look into. I'm not someone who's here to just do a sort of superficial job and move on. I'm very much here to work. And I will be, in terms of sort of looking in terms of what my workload is, I'm here to get through that workload to make sure that we can sort of progress, because otherwise you can't move on and you can't progress. And I can see from the sort of, I can see.
That's fine. Thank you.
Okay.
what about? Right? We have kids going to school and they don't have enough lunch, and the school have cafeterias. Can they like open it up so that children, the parents can pay a little something so that their kids can get a proper lunch? Some children don't have nothing. If they can pay a little something, towards it, so that they can have a proper lunch. Sometimes you meet kids on the streets, they're hungry, Can they do something about that to help the kids that don't have nothing to eat?
I think these are some of the issues that with the PTA, Parents Teachers Association, can be worked on. I know that the school has been offering a feeding program. In fact, what has been unfortunate is that the supply that they had here, someone broke in and took it away. So that issue has been addressed. But these are things that goes on a regular basis. Where we need, if children, if they are not getting sufficient at home, the teachers will have identified that. That's why there's a kitchen facility here, and the teachers have been working along to make that happen. A lot of it is about the communication.
But what I'm talking about, in general, get it open up. That I don't have nothing to give, I have a $10 big plate, I try to get to school and get a proper lunch.
I get you. But again, like I said, I think things will have easy to work out. It doesn't really need government. It really needs the PTA, the parents, and the teachers working together on that. And people like Blanchard do a lot to support the school with supplies to make that happen.
I'm really sorry. I'll leave parking here. You've got to come with me to get in the car, don't you?
I have to, yeah.
I'm so sorry. We have to run. I've got to go. I'm on the go.
We have umbrellas.
Yeah. Again, apologies for the wait.
How are you, man?
I'm sorry for rushing.
Yeah, I'll be there in a second. The fact is,
Okay, folks. This way.
Take care. Thank you. Bye.
That has come to an end of the tour of District 7 and with Governor and the Honorable Corrigan Connor. With that, I want to say thanks for viewing, thanks for sharing, thanks for being there. It was a very lively, bubbly tour. It was extensive, lots of interaction. And because of lots of interaction with the individuals, time has been of the essence. And we have now come to the end. We started just after 2, and it's after 5 over. So we are now signing out, and we're leaving Alvin Allison Primary School. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you.